Yes, people, what's happening? Welcome back to another video. Of course, it is your boys, Joe Forever. And who is this imposter? I'm joined by someone called Jeff, who I have no idea who this man is, bro. What have you done to the Roman Reigns meat riding TC Jeff that I know? What have you done with him? Where's the TC gone? Where is he? Hmm?
Before I answer that question, I'm going to ask you one question.
Hmm.
Are you going to keep doing this?
You doing what?
Are you going to keep doing this?
I'm just asking questions
Or are
that
you going
people
to
want
come
to
up with a decision
listen.
so that I
Listen.
can change my name?
Good things take time. Good things take time. That's what I'm gonna say. But guys,
That's
like I
what.
said,
How many times are you going to keep saying good things take time until the season's over?
into the season, you never
The
know.
season will be over. Man City will be champions,
Hey,
and you'll be
less of
like,
that.
"Oh, good things are going to take time."
Less of that, bro. Less of that. Guys, welcome back to another video. As course, as you can tell by the title, by the thumbnail, Road to WrestleMania talk. Been a crazy week. We even recorded a video and we just thought, you know what? After that mystery caller from on Randy Orton's side of things, we thought, nah, let's get into this, man, because it's been a wild couple of days, I feel like, or a few days, whatever. But yeah, guys, man, like Jeff, what are you saying?
I'm just Jeff. Subscribe to both our channels, isn't it? Like, there's
Describe,
nothing
yeah,
else to say, man. I'm just Jeff, innit?
bro.
Like, obviously, we were with Restings. We explained that in the last video on my channel, and yeah, was that was our WrestleMania, and it was a great time. Shout out to Wrestling, shout out to all of them, man. Anafi Laps, Del Boy, Mex.
Ola was in there. I got Ola as well, and everybody. But yeah, man, we were on Rest Things. As you can see right here, they were very welcoming. Had a great time on there. Gave us some great advice on our camera. So there will be some changes coming very soon. We're just waiting for the right moment. We're going to prepare things and have it drop properly. Waiting
Waiting
for
for the right moment. This guy's gonna wait until Ronaldo wins the World Cup on July 19th. Fam. See this guy,
if it
fam.
takes that now, it'll be very soon. It'll be very soon. Trust me. But yeah, guys, man, Road to WrestleMania. Been a bit of a tricky one, bit of a sticky one still. That's heading
Hold
on.
on, player. Actually, nah.
Mm, mm,
The
go on.
socials, isn't it?
Okay, yeah. Well, officially, they're here. They're not going nowhere just yet. If you see this video, this is them. But look, TC Jeff. Oh, that's crazy. That is very, very crazy. Oh, what? Another TC. Oh,
Huh?
Jeff, man, you're not going to beat the allegations. Oh, is that another one? Ah, another one again.
What are you
It's
talking
dark.
about?
All this TC, all this TC, all this TC is crazy. It's crazy. But speaking of TC, shall we get into things on
He's
Monday
gonna
Night
keep
Raw?
running the joke to the ground like these man won Cody Rhodes, turning face every WrestleMania. Not, I can't even say that right, but you know, Cody Rhodes always has to get beaten up on the road to every WrestleMania, man. So this guy's gonna keep doing, fam. First it was The Rock, then it was John Cena and The Rock, and now it's Randy Orton and Pat
Ah,
McAfee, who we're gonna speak about because of all the people that Randy Orton was on the phone to, it wasn't no Ted DiBiase, it wasn't no Cowboy Bob Orton, it wasn't no Maurice, Ted DiBiase's. Sorry, that's the
ah,
Miz's wife. My bad. But there was a time them two were dating on screen. There was a time they were together. But anyways, yeah. If you actually said Pat McAfee was the mystery man, you are either a liar or an insider, and you must be a liar. Like there's no way anyone would have guessed that Pat McAfee was gonna be the person that Randy Orton was speaking to.
nice.
But he was.
It was. Yeah, I feel like I just feel like we all feel collectively very disappointed. Like it's one of the ones where cool, they might be saying that there's another person behind this. Fine, if there is, cool. But as of now, we're 2 weeks out from Mania, and this is what we're getting. I don't even feel like watching this live. Do you know what I mean? Like I feel like in the first time in years, I'm like, I'm not really bothered. I'll watch it after work the next day.
Speaking of watching it live, That is what I did on Friday night. And there's so many things I could have done instead of watching that show live. After that reveal, the rest of the show was a whole lot of Chelsea Green, a whole lot of Matt Cardona, a whole lot of TKO, a whole lot of Cody Rhodes, a whole lot of ass, bro. Mm.
Bro, listen, it's a big conversation, isn't it? People were saying that there's a guy from TKO that suggested this, and I can suggest
Yeah,
right now that he should keep his nose out of the business. Because obviously Pat McAfee's done great in the past, and it's not even that thing. It's just what is the end goal
bro.
here? What is it
There's
particular?
one thing I want to say, bro.
Go ahead, go ahead.
I don't even know if I should say this as a straight man,
Where's
but
this going?
I'm not gagging for that. I was not feeling that. I was not moved.
Yeah,
I was not moved.
uh, I'm not Dragon's crazy, but I don't know where you went with. Anyway, he's back. He's not behaving. He's back. Um, but no, you're right, bro. It's just one of them things that I don't really care. Like Ted DiBiase wouldn't have moved me, but like I said, I did a little rant on TikTok, which I never do. But I did,
Yeah, I saw that film.
and I was like, bro, out of all the people that Randy Orton's crossed paths with in his career, his long 20 plus year career, all the legends, all the masterminds, all the goats, and all the people that could have been. I still think there's someone else. I still think there's. But if this is it though, if this is what they're giving us,
Pat
bro,
mac and cheese.
that's mac and cheeks, bro. That's dead, bro. That's even putting the term mac and cheeks to shame because mac and cheeks is meant to be a good term of it anyway, endearment. But look at this, man. I was not moved, and I'm very frustrated. 2 weeks out from Mania, um, yeah, man, it sucks because this was so easy.
This this whole mania build, I have only gagged for one thing, fam, and that
Let
is
me.
Femi and Brock Lesnar. And I was gagging a bit for Roman Reigns and CM Punk, but that
What's
shit
all this
died
gagging
a
talk,
bit.
bro?
I don't know, man. I've been in too many American group chats with girls, man. I'm like, fam, I can only apologize. Like, um,
Going
nah.
on?
But at least Roman and CM Punk have finally been putting hands on each other. So I'm probably gonna still be there tonight because I'm not someone that sleeps early. So even though I've got a morning shift, if my tribal chief is gonna be on TV, I have to be there. But yeah, like there's a lot of stuff I've not been hearing, isn't it? So
Yeah.
yeah, I've just not been moved, and yeah, I've just not moved for this. Even my boy shout out Daniel, he was even called me earlier. He told me that what's going on here, bro. Like this is some cheeks, bro. This Pat
Yeah, so he called you
is
just to
cheeks,
confirm.
bro. This is someone
Bro
that
said
doesn't
he
even watch
called you
wrestling
just.
like that, and he knows this is some ass, bro.
I've had a couple of them ones still.
Chelsea Green, bro.
Oh, come on. I've had a couple of them messages still, and people want me to confirm. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. I don't think even Mex can save us at this point in time. He should be in the writers' room. But you know what I mean. But yeah, bro. At least there's some positives there with Femi and Brock Lesnar. That's just doing what he needs to do at the
Um,
moment. Not overcomplicate.
like I said on things, man. If I said what I wanted to say about Femi, serious allegations, man. But all you need to do is look at my tweets when Femi's there. You know exactly what I think. He's the best. Like I said on wrestling, he's the best. Just
Yeah,
strap him on, give him all the belts.
yeah. Okay. You know you can get away with that one. About just about. You mentioned there Roman Reigns and CM Punk. How you feeling about that? I feel like it's a bit slow, man. We're 2 weeks out from Mania. It's
Yeah,
been a bit
yeah, it
weird.
did because it started off hot. I hate you. I've always hated you. And WrestleMania is going to be the best day of my life because in the main event, you will acknowledge me. And then the next week, you basically confirmed that he's actually at the very top of the companies in the boardroom and all that stuff, saying, we were going to basically send you us to NXT. But we spoke about that on wrestling, and Mick said, they could have had Roman go down to NXT and spare everyone's guts. Like, this is who you're bringing to me and all that stuff. Like, we discussed this on wrestling. But
Yeah, we
then
do
after
now.
that, when he left, the guys are talking about, I'm going to bury you next to your father and all this stuff. Like,
But since then,
and
though,
then it's become mind games or like, there's some nonsense. But then the last couple of weeks, they finally started putting hands on each other in it. So,
exactly.
pause. So yeah, I think now with 2 weeks left, should be heating up. But yeah,
Let-
overall, they did ruin it a bit still, man. But it looks like they're saving it a bit now. Now they're serious. The fight, they should have just been scrapping. And it's like mix. I think we said on Wrestling's. Wait, no, I don't think we said it, but it was said on Wrestling's. Like they guys used to just beat each other up and cost each other matches and all that stuff for the
mm,
road to WrestleMania. And now it's just protect the main event, protect the main event. You have all these shit security guys trying and failing to stop all these big men. Like see Femi and Brock Lesnar last week.
that worked
Like it
though. I
was,
feel like
yeah, that was
I think
nice for sure,
yeah,
for sure. I think Brock's gonna get the upper hand now in the next 2 weeks
needs
because it
to.
was Oba. Then Oba was a stalemate basically. Oba doing the Brock walk and all that stuff. And yeah, man, Triple H coming in and interfering. It's all this protect the main event. But surely the next 2 weeks, Brock makes it 2-1 and 2-2 because if Oba stays getting the upper hand, he's probably gonna lay down for him.
Yeah,
But
of
we'll see.
course. Yeah, we're going to just touch on the big matches, and of course that Pat McAfee return. We'll be talking about obviously the other matches and the road to WrestleMania in the next couple of weeks. I haven't even got long to go, man. Our predictions will be out flipping soon. It's looking a bit dark right now.
Yeah. Speaking of WrestleMania, though, I
Yeah, go
just
ahead.
saw something. Holy shit! Perfect time to get my glazing. Mercedes versus Jody Threat at Fight at the Museum dropping on YouTube today. Let's go. Yes, let me just tweet. I will be there.
You know what I actually did saw, yeah? Did see? What I actually saw is that they're gonna put Reigns on Punk on Saturday.
Yeah, yeah. Going back to WrestleMania, so the perfect
Yeah,
timing
yeah.
still. Did I even bookmark that tweet? But apparently, okay, I don't think I bookmarked that tweet, but I did see something say that tomorrow WWE is basically going to drop who's on night one and who's on night two.
Yeah.
Before I got that notification about the Mercedes match.
Yeah. Saw it on the
Um,
website earlier, man. CM Punk and Reigns on Saturday night.
that can't be true, man.
Bro, check it right now.
On the website, so
Check it
wait,
right now.
so it's out already.
Check it. Well, that was out. 'Cause I was obviously editing the last video, and I was like, oh sugar, like, bro.
Obviously, I had the preview on my channel, so it's only right that I speak about the review because I actually watched that show. It made me feel so much better because of that utter slop that was SmackDown last night. And yeah, let's just go through it quickly. Lola Vice defeated JC Jane and Kendall Gray in a triple threat match for the title. Um, the NXT Tag Team Champions Brad Taylor and Ricky Smokes defeated Los Americanos. Sol Ruka defeated Zaria. Miles Bourne defeated Johnny Gargano to retain his North American strap. Tatum Paxley defeated Blake Monroe to retain her women's North American strap. And Tony D'Angelo becomes the first ever Grand Slam in NXT defeat because he won the NXT Championship, but also won the tag titles and the North American straps as well. So, defeating Joe Hendry, Ricky Saints, and Ethan Page in a fatal four-way. That was an excellent card. Fantastic. But I really want to take this moment to absolutely glaze JC Jane. So, a quick appreciation post for JC Jane. It's going to be on the screen, but I'll say it anyways. Two-time NXT Women's Champion, two-time NXT Women's Tag Team Champion, one-time TNA Knockouts Champion. She carried the NXT Women's Division in 2025. Fact. She defended the NXT Championship 4 times in her first reign, and in her second reign, 5 times. She truly deserves her flowers. I remember the days when JC Jane, when she defeated Stephanie Vaquer for her first championship, yeah. It was the biggest shock. Transitional champion, she'll lose it within weeks and all that stuff. I remember I was one of a few that was like, nah, she's not gonna be transitional champion. She's the best. She's gonna go and show she's the best. She also went on to, lead Toxic. She's been a leader of Toxic Attraction. Sorry, that was Mandy Rose. Shout out Mandy Rose, my goal. But Fatal Influence, yeah, she was, JC Jane. This 2025, it was the year of JC Jane. She also debuted at the Rumble as well, a lot this year as champion. So like this woman, She's been fantastic. I believe this is the end for her at NXT. And if she is going to the main roster, then she absolutely needs to go with Fatal Influence. All of them should go up together because Fallon Henley is very good. And Lainey Reed, she's good as well, still developing and all that stuff. But JC and Fallon, they are fantastic, especially JC Jane, man. She is the best. And yeah, like obviously I had my stock enough from time when she was apparently she was seen as the third member in Toxic Attraction. So people actually thought that Gigi Dolin had a higher ceiling than JC Jane. Like it was always Mandy Rose number one, finest milk of all time, behind Trish Stratus. But there was for me it was Mandy Rose and JC Jane and then Gigi Dolin. But yeah, JC Jane, man, absolute absolute superstar, the rock star. Yeah, she put up a great title defense. I mean, she tried, but yeah, it wasn't to be, man. And yeah, man,
I
shout
watched
out
a little
JC.
bit of that, man. It was a good show. I was briefly watching it, but some good matches on there. Like you said, saved us from the Friday night slot. That was SmackDown. That was rated like the fifth lowest of all time or some shit. Like it was crazy. I don't even know how that's been rated lower than. I mean, fifth lowest of all time is
Fifth
crazy.
lowest what? The SmackDown.
That's what they said. Yeah,
Yeah,
bro, we had all that nonsense in like 2000. I don't know, 9, 10, 11, 2019. I don't know, but that's a madness. But is there anything else you want to say before we're over and out, my guy? Well, big up you and the NXT shouts.
yeah. There is one more thing that I want to say still, man. It's just a quick question. Obviously, obviously, I know you're not a Mercedes fan. You were not invested in this run, but you know,
I'll be fair.
might be a hater still. But
Mm-mm.
I remember, I
I'll be
remember, I
fair.
remember, I remember, I still remember what you did, fam. But nah, because she has no belts now. Yeah, it's only she vacated the APAC women's title. It had to be vacated. She dropped this in a money mag the other day, basically because they were not willing to fly her out to other promotions and they weren't allowing her to defend her title at other promotions. So like with all the other companies that basically cooperated with her, worked with her, they allowed her to defend their belts elsewhere. Like, what was the point basically? That's like obviously I don't know what's happened to my thought. Maybe it's a result of saying a lot of the G word stuff. But like what basically like I want to ask you, obviously, because you saw all the work that she's done, or you're aware of it anyways, if you didn't watch. But the fact that one title had to be vacated because they basically weren't willing to do what every other company did. Like
Well, it depends, bro. This is probably part of the argument. Is like, could they afford to fire out? I don't know if they could have.
my question is, do you think then like what do you think they should have given her their belt in the first place if they knew they weren't willing to basically do what every other company was doing? Because again,
Depends on
not
what
depends.
depends on what they said, innit? Because if there was a thing of like, if she was, I don't know, innit? Because it could have been a thing of, or AEW could have paid for a flight or whatever. I don't know that. They might have been like, it depends on what was said in that meeting. I don't know the ins and outs. Obviously, if it depends as well, because if you're in that mind frame, if your company needs a boost and you've got Mercedes, that there's a chance that she can come to your company, you're going to take that risk. You're not really may not be thinking long term, but maybe in long term, you deal with their money in it. You never know. It's one of them
But
ones, but I can't really tell because it's like I'm in the. Do you know what I mean? I'm not in the bookers shoes, bro. There might be, you know,
no, but I feel like they would have surely had to know in it, especially seeing how everything's been going. Like they would have had discussions. Mercedes would have been like, oh, this is what she wants to happen and all that stuff if she's gonna take that title, innit? And obviously,
business
cool,
though.
being an Asian company in it, but we know Mercedes is a super wrestling geek. Like she's done so much stuff that she just didn't have to do.
Yeah, but
But
then
it's
it
just yeah,
depends.
man.
Like
Every other title she won, she went back to the company's countries, defended titles there,
it's one
like.
of them things,
And
bro.
then it's
Like
just this one that it kind of makes it sour because, well, I
no,
guess I'm probably not gonna go to Malaysia anytime soon. I thought maybe
this is what the
maybe
argument is though. This is what you and Dell were talking about, debating the other
this ain't
day,
about
bro.
this ain't about no. Dale
It
doesn't know
is,
what it was saying, man.
it is, man. It does, bro. Say this is
Why?
because it's gonna be.
This
It's
this
not.
is not like Lap said. Mercedes is only the talent. She can only do what she's what
Yeah,
she
but
was
this,
told to do. This is not on Mercedes. This is on the company.
well,
They
if
were
it's on the company, it's
no,
on the
because
company.
look, they were not willing to fly her out. That's fine, or rather, they couldn't. But they were also not willing to have her defend their
Yeah, but
belt
that's their
across other
property, though.
promotions. That's on
That's
them.
that's their property, though. They
So
might
I'm
not want
saying,
that.
what's the point? Like, why would they give her the belt? Like, because other companies, isn't it? Like, cool, that's the prerogative and all that stuff here, but other companies were willing to do. You saw what other companies did. They were happy
Mm.
to fly her out and all that stuff.
Maybe that's because they might have had the money for it. They might have had the financials. They might have had the relationships. You never know, bro. It's business. It comes down to a lot of things, man. It comes down to a lot of variables.
Yeah, but
The
I just say,
climate, the economy. The economy might not be booming in Malaysia like that, bro. It might be dark over there.
yeah,
I
but
don't
if you
know.
know
It's
all
what I'm saying.
this,
I don't know.
why do you give her that belt? Because like, but
I
you know
don't
what?
know. I don't know if I don't write the show, bro.
Mercedes definitely would like she had to, that's all she had to do since they weren't willing to do anything. She had to just vacate it. And yeah, it's a bit for me. It's a bit of a sour state because that someone in Malaysia could have been built up, or maybe someone from another. Because if the someone from the same way like Alexis Falcon, she had a belt in France and then this one as well. Was it the EWA World Championship like and the EWA that's in Austria and so some the Austrian company were willing to obviously have their belt defended in France, which like they probably could have done something, but they just chose not to. So it's like it's a man, it's just a bit of a sour one still, man.
Maybe
That's how I
so, but
see
you
it.
never know in a situation. I'm not even trying to back it. It's one of the things. Is sometimes not things are always black or white, man. But guys, listen, you could go about that on all day long. We don't know. We don't even know. But it's been a good discussion. We talked about many things, Mania, Mercedes, a lot, my guy. But we'll be back soon with another video. We've got a couple to do today, so we're gonna get through this. We're just, you know what I'm saying? We'll be on to the next one in a minute for you guys, getting that out during the week for you. But WrestleMania content, man, stay locked. We're gonna
There's one
make
more
some
thing I want to
changes.
say to the question.
Say that again.
Yeah, I have one more question. By the time we do our next video, will you, the chairman, have had some sort of decision made?
I'm not the chairman, by the way. It's a two-man. You know what I'm saying? This is what I'm saying with Mercedes and that company, bro. It's not like it's not as easy as yeah. But all I'm saying is very, very soon, guys, we'll have that change, a positive change for you guys, and we'll let you know. But he's been Jeff, no TC. Where that guy's gone, I'll be in the closet. Um, I've been Joe forever. Take care. Appreciate you guys. We'll see you soon. Peace.